Okay, welcome to this video that is prepared to assist you in setting up your SQL Server in collaboration with your church membership 1.0 software. When you install your church membership 1.0 software, just before you go into creating a new database for your church, you need to configure SQL Server for network access. And you do that by searching for your SQL Server Configuration Manager. For those who have Windows 7, you could click Start and just type in SQL and the Configuration Manager would appear. You click on it, click Yes, and that brings you to the SQL Server Configuration Manager interface. There are two items you are concerned about right now, services. One, the SQL Server Browser and the SQL Server. You'd want both of them to be running. By default, usually when you have a fresh installation, the browser would not be running, and that's because the start mode is set to disabled. To change that, you would right click, go to Properties, Service, and set the start mode to automatic. Click OK, and then you can start your browser by either right clicking and click Start or clicking the Start button here. Once the browser is started, the next step is to set up your protocols. You go to SQL Server Network Configuration, Protocols for SQL Express, and these two named pipes and TCP IP would have been disabled. You would enable both of them, right click Enable both of them, and once that is done, the next step is to set the ports, the IP ports for the TCP IP. Click Properties, right click on it and click Properties, go to IP addresses, go all the way down to IP all, set the dynamic ports to blank, not 0 but blank, and set the TCP port to 1433, which is the default port for your SQL Server. Click OK, and for these changes to be implemented, you would have to go back to the SQL Server and restart. Once that is done, the next step is to allow the server and the browser through your firewall. So you close this, go to search again, and just type in whether firewall, or you could type in allow, and allow an app through Windows Firewall comes up. You want to allow an app, but this is disabled right now. You just need to click change settings and it will enable this button. You click on it and you will see a list of apps that are allowed different access to your firewall. Right now I have SQL Server being allowed through the firewall, but for your program, since you just did a fresh installation, it would not be there. So you click, to do that you click Browse. Let me go back from the C drive. For is the SQL Server. You find that in the program files, Microsoft SQL Server folder, and then the MS SQL 11.x SQL Express folder, this other folder again, and then go to bin. You look for the SQL Server SERVR file, click Open and click Add. It won't allow me to add because it's already added to the firewall on my computer. The second one you want to look for is the browser. You'll find that in the program files x86 folder. If your computer does not have a x86 folder, you would go into the program files just the same. But those who have it, you go there, go to the SQL Server and go to 90 Shared and SQL Browser and click Add. Alright, once that is done, you're ready to continue the process of setting up your database and your church membership program to run. Thank you for watching.